Most older adults are safe drivers. But sometimes, health problems make driving risky or even unsafe. Some medical conditions, such as arthritis, Parkinson's disease, diabetes, or a stroke, can cause some serious changes to the way our bodies move and process information. Certain health problems can make even simple motions, like turning your head, more difficult. Some health problems can change the way you see, increasing your chances of causing a crash. Other health conditions can affect your short-term memory or limit your ability to think clearly and can ultimately make driving unsafe. Not every older adult with a health problem is an unsafe driver. There are options that can assist you in staying safe on the road. A driving rehabilitation specialist can recommend adjustments to your driving or your vehicle to keep you safe behind the wheel. Most older adults are safe drivers, but sometimes health problems can make driving risky or even unsafe. A professional evaluation with a driving rehabilitation specialist, or DRS, can help a person decide whether or not driving is still a safe option. The goal of the driving rehabilitation specialist is to keep drivers safely behind the wheel whenever possible. When you first meet with a DRS, she will conduct driving assessments to observe your reaction speeds, judgment, planning, and maneuvering of a vehicle. Once the testing is finished, the DRS can make a plan that may include adaptive devices for your vehicle. The DRS will choose equipment that is compatible with your vehicle, and over the course of several sessions, train you how to use it. A driving rehabilitation specialist will also help you develop strategies to help you cope with vision or cognitive impairments. A qualified mobility equipment dealer should install any equipment the DRS recommends. Some states require that your driver's license note any adaptive devices on your vehicle. Not every health problem can be overcome with vehicle adaptations. Eventually, you may reach a point where it is no longer safe to drive. A DRS can help you make that decision and plan ahead for a time when driving may not be possible. If you or your family member is ready to consider an evaluation, find a DRS in your area and learn more about available services. Take the steps to stay mobile, but stay safe, for yourself and for others on the road. Changes in our eyesight as we grow older affect how well we can drive. 3 eye diseases common among older adults, cataracts, glaucoma, and macular degeneration, make it hard to drive safely. Cataracts can make your vision dull and blurry, making it hard to see lane markers, pedestrians, or traffic lights. Glare from bright sunlight and oncoming headlights can be very difficult to manage. Glaucoma affects what you can see from the sides of your eyes, what is called your peripheral vision. While most drivers would see this oncoming vehicle, a person with glaucoma might only be able to see this much of the situation. Macular degeneration affects what you can see in the center of your field of vision. The middle of any scene will appear blurry or even blank, which makes it difficult to see cars directly in front of you. make sure you get your eyes checked at least once each year. If you have concerns about your eyesight or have already been diagnosed with an eye disorder, your eye doctor may recommend checkups more often. You should always wear your corrective lenses if your driver's license says you should. You can work with your Department of Motor Vehicles to make sure your vision meets legal requirements.
Please press your forehead and read line number 4.
You can also work with a driving rehabilitation specialist to develop strategies to improve your ability to drive safely with certain vision changes. A stroke can cause many problems. Some are temporary, and some are permanent. Many of the problems make driving more difficult. When we drive, we must react and move quickly. People who have had a stroke may have more difficulty moving their bodies in time to prevent a crash. Their vision might be affected. Their thinking may be slower, or they may be more impulsive than they were before the stroke. This driver has the use of only one arm to manage the steering wheel and the other controls in the car. This can create an unsafe situation. Strokes can also lead to problems with vision and the ability to think clearly. While most drivers would see this oncoming vehicle, a person with a stroke might be only able to see this much of the situation. Unless he knows this and learns to adapt, he could cause a crash. A stroke can also slow down a driver's ability to make decisions quickly when on the road. Sometimes, a driving rehabilitation specialist can make adaptations to your vehicle to allow for safe driving after a stroke. She may also be able to teach you strategies to accommodate changes in your thinking or vision. Some limitations cannot be overcome with rehabilitation. Parkinson's disease changes the way your body moves. It can cause extra movements or tremors. It can also make a person's body very slow to move or react. You may find it hard to move after you've been still for a while. Parkinson's can also cause short-term memory loss or problems with clear thinking, and can cause you to confuse basic rules of the road. It can affect your ability to judge the space between objects, such as the car in front of you, or a car parked next to you. The medicines used to treat Parkinson's disease can cause problems such as sleepiness, blurry vision, memory loss, or confusion. Driving is an important part of independent living for most older adults. But Alzheimer's disease and other serious forms of dementia can make driving unsafe. A person who is confused about where he is can be unpredictable to other drivers, causing dangerous situations on the road. Confused drivers may take the wrong cues from the cars around them. Instead of obeying the red light, this driver mistakenly follows the car next to him. Drivers with memory loss may forget the most basic rules of the road. As the disease progresses, driving will become too dangerous to continue. Talk with your family and your healthcare provider about your transportation options. Plan ahead for a time when driving is no longer possible. Most drivers with diabetes are safe drivers, but some complications from diabetes can make driving less safe. Unfortunately, many people are unaware of the subtle but dangerous changes that can affect their driving. Sudden drops or spikes in blood sugar can make a person sleepy or confused. Diabetes can damage your vision. Diabetes can also lead to loss of sensation in hands and feet. A driving rehabilitation specialist can help you identify how diabetes affects your driving. This specialist may be able to recommend adaptations to your car that can make driving easier and safer for you. As the disease progresses, driving may become too dangerous to continue. Talk with your family and your healthcare provider about your transportation options. Severe arthritis, which makes your joints swollen and stiff, is a very common problem for older adults. Arthritis can make it hard for you to get into and out of your car. Arthritis in your hands, shoulders, or back can make it harder to put on your seatbelt. It can also make it difficult to hold and turn the steering wheel. Arthritis in your neck can make driving risky. You may have difficulty maneuvering in traffic because you cannot turn your head to effectively check your blind spots. A driving rehabilitation specialist can evaluate your driving and may be able to recommend adaptations to your vehicle that will make it easier and safer to drive. If you take medications to help with the pain of arthritis, be aware that they could make you drowsy and could prevent you from driving safely. Work with your healthcare provider to manage your arthritis so you can stay active and safe. Sleep apnea makes it very difficult to feel fully rested and alert. A drowsy driver can start to fall asleep at the wheel and cause a crash. If you find yourself feeling drowsy behind the wheel, find a safe place to pull over and take a break. Talk with your healthcare provider to see what treatments are available for your sleep apnea. One common treatment is to use a CPAP machine that helps you breathe while you sleep. These treatments can take up to several weeks to make a difference. To continue driving safely, you must follow your healthcare provider's treatment recommendations. Stopping treatment, even for one day, can make driving less safe. You can overcome sleep apnea. Stay safe, for yourself and for others on the road.